Sup YouTube, Constant Gamer here, and today we are playing Final Fantasy 1, or playing more of Final Fantasy 1. I've decided that this episode, due to how tough the enemies are starting to get, this is just going to be a grinding episode. Yep, you heard it here, folks. I'm going to waste your time by grinding. Which, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. It could be better. Could be a lot better, but you know, I mean, it's fine though, because like these are things that I just have to do at some point, so I might as well just go ahead and film it, because I mean, I play the game in my spare time, but like not a lot, you know. It's like I don't want to make playing it in my spare time my #1 priority. Here we go. This is a good fight, a great fight, but yeah, so it's like, I just didn't want to, I don't know, I feel like I just wanted to be lazy with content a little bit, but at the same time, it's like I said, I do actually need to get this done at some point, and like, the way my schedule's working and stuff with things is like, it's kind of difficult, you know, to find any like proper free time to be able to like do things like grind, you know. It's kind of hard to do. I didn't even hit that button, but so yeah, it's just a grinding episode, you know. That nothing really crazy is probably gonna happen here. So just thought I'd let you guys know as this episode happens. I wish that I had something else to talk about, so at least it would make sense as to why I'm deciding to waste your guys' time on such like a very mute concept, you know, of grinding. Like, oh, like if I had something to say, like, oh, like, did you guys hear about this? You know, it'd be just so much better, but like, I don't have anything to say. So, like, yeah. Like, I just really just don't know what to say. I do have, though, see, here's the thing, right? If I grind this episode, or while I'm grinding this episode, think about it this way, guys. Even though this episode is going to be incredibly boring and have like nothing going on besides conversation, just think, the next episode, if I can grind up enough in this episode, or like maybe a bit afterwards or something, if I really have the time, like, just think, if I do all that and get to a certain level threshold, then when the next episode, hell yeah. But then if the next episode rolls around, I might have like a high enough level that I could accomplish a bunch of stuff in one episode to make up for this episode not being as good. So see, like, I feel like when everybody watches like videos like Final Fantasy and other stuff, especially mine, where they'll be in like Elden Ring, where there's points that are just like nothing happens, I always try to fill the next episode with enough content. Like, okay, so here's the thing. Let's say, like, with example, like, this episode is really boring. It's just grinding. But then the next episode is going to be me doing a whole bunch of shit, like making more progress in the next level or in the next episode than I made throughout any episode. See, the reason that happens is it's because with this episode being boring, or with really any episode I make being boring, I always try to make the next episode after it double the amount. So like, I take the amount of like stuff that gets accomplished in one episode, right? And then I double that. So like, with this episode, like, let's say if this was a normal episode, I'd be like going to Terra Cavern and then like killing the vampire boss, and that would be like all I do this episode. But instead, in the next episode, I'm gonna be doing that plus a few other things to make up for this episode. Like you see where I'm going with it. I think I've basically explained it like way more, like explaining such a simple concept like, to death at this point. I say as I fight the fucking Grim Reaper. But, like, yeah, so I just wanted to, you know, let you guys know at least on that too, is the fact of, yeah, this episode may be boring and, like, nothing's happening or whatever, but it's the fact of, like, at least you know when you see episodes like this that the next episode's gonna be really good. Like, with the amount of stuff going on. So, like, but I feel like what makes it bad, though, is the fact of, like, let's say you're a new viewer and you just don't know, like, that's a thing I do with content, even though I explained it in this one. Like, there's a high chance you probably won't return to the episode just because nothing's happening. But, like, or you won't return to the channel or, like, the series or whatever. But here's the thing. It's like, okay, so here, this is an issue I have with YouTube in general. I don't know if it's due to YouTube or just due to how people are, but it's like the idea that somebody could watch like one of my videos for like 30 seconds and then just not watch it, like, and not watch it anymore. It's like, bro, like all the first 30 seconds of all my videos are boring, because of course it is. It's the first 30 seconds. That's not enough time for stuff to happen yet. So it's like, it's so weird that I noticed that kind of like stigma almost with videos, because it's like, I don't understand why you're not, like, you know, because it's like, oh yeah, like from your guys' perspective, it probably looks like I'm just bitching about views, but it's, which, I mean, it kind of is that, but at the same time, it's just the fact of, like, I don't understand why it happens. Like I don't understand why, like, what I'm trying to say is I don't get, like, why somebody can watch a video for that amount of time and then just click off of it and then complain that there was nothing, like, that video was boring or bad. It's like, you didn't give it enough time to find out if it was good or not. You just gave up. It's like, because, I mean, here's the thing. Even if it's a, like, YouTuber I don't watch anymore, or that I don't watch, whether it be like a like small creator or just some random one I found on like the homepage or whatever, it's like, if the video, I don't sit there for the first 30 seconds to see if the video is interesting. I'll sit there for a good 5 minutes before I decide whether or not the episode's going somewhere, or like the video is going somewhere. So like, I give people way more credit, which, like, I feel like a lot of people on YouTube, or really any sort of content creation field, I feel like they don't do. Like just like people as viewers, is like they don't give people the time of day, you know? And it's so weird. Like, I just don't understand that. It's such a strange concept. It's like, I'm fine with people doing it, but it's like, I just don't get why you do it. Like I feel like if you're gonna spend 30 seconds watching the video before clicking off, going to someone else, and probably doing the same thing, I feel like you should just, you know, stick around for like another 30 seconds or something. Like, just to make sure that the video is actually not going anywhere. Like, I don't know. I feel like people should give videos, like, whether it's mine or anybody else's, and mine or any other small creators, like, videos, I feel like people should give more of a chance to it than they do. You know, so it's like, because I feel like there's definitely, like, a field of almost, like, disapproval from people when it comes to small creators, because it's like, oh, we don't have millions upon millions of subscribers, so our content must be garbage, which is not always the case. Plus, it's the fact of, like, of course, like, when you hold us to as high as a standard as that, of course our content's gonna be garbage compared to it. It's like, our content could be the best shit in the world, but, like, just because we don't have those sub counts, people think otherwise. It's so stupid. I really hate how people think, to be honest. It makes me so angry. Because, like, it's really not that deep. It's like, yo, we don't need that amount of subscribers. It's like easily the person saying that, like, oh, this channel's not good because, like, they don't have millions of subscribers, so they must be bad. It's like the people who say that are the same people who probably have YouTube channels of like 5 subs, where they've uploaded like one video, like 5 years prior, and just like never touched the platform again besides commenting. And they're like, oh, bro, you fell off. It's like, dude, you fell off the hardest. You didn't even start. You fell off so hard that you you barely had even gotten up before you fell. Like, it's like, it's so weird. It's like, at least I'm still putting in effort. You gave up. I'm taking your dream from you. It's so stupid. Like, it's just so wacky. YouTube stuff is so goofy. It really is. Oh my god. Also, I love that too, that I managed to find... I always feel like when I start to record an episode that I have literally nothing to talk about at all, which is funny, because every time I say that, especially if it's an episode like this, where like barely anything happens, these are the most conversationally fluent episodes. Like when it comes to like getting stuff talked about, or like being able to focus on one topic and really explore it. Because I feel like what I'm talking about right now is something that would be literally impossible for like a normal episode, because I'd be too focused on other stuff. But at the same time, it's very possible to happen in another episode, you know? Oh my god. Also, yeah, when I was talking about earlier about how this episode, like, oh, it's like, oh, this episode's boring, but like people, like, wouldn't take the time to notice if this episode was good. Yeah, I'm gonna just say straight up, this episode kind of is boring, to be honest. Like, unless you like put it in the background like a podcast, you are actually getting nothing out of this episode, to be honest. So like, I'll be fine if people watch this video for like 10 seconds just to hear me talk about it being like a grinding episode and then back off. I'm fine with that. I understand. Unless you want to stick around for the podcast-like conversation, there is actually no point to watching this episode. I feel like I'm just making it almost as a shitpost. Like, this feels like an episode that shouldn't go up, but it's going to. It just feels like one that shouldn't. Which reminds me, so if any of you guys, I probably should mention this I mention this all the time in like other episodes and stuff every now and again. But like, if you guys have like any, what's the word, recommendations for games to play, whether it be for one-offs or like full series, like you know, just like place them down in the comments, because I would actually like, because I have a lot of games, but like most of them are games I don't want to make a series. So it's like, I'm wanting to see what your guys' takes are, to see if like there's a game that like maybe you hold near and dear to your childhood, but that's actually like super good. Even if it's a garbage game, I don't care. I played Peppa Pig. You guys, if you're like a returning viewer, you know, if you're like a real G when it comes to like the videos, you'll understand how bad my content is, only when the sake of like, I don't care how quality the game is. Like, I really don't. I will play basically anything. The only thing that I'm gonna make a point is the fact of it's gotta be able to be bought on PlayStation. A, because I don't have an Xbox, so I can't do that. And B, because with the current gear setup I have now, recording stuff on PC is actually fucking atrocious. Like, it's so awkward, because like when I go to record on the PC, it seems to want to like let me record the gameplay but not the audio of the game, and then it has issues with my microphone. It's so wacky. Like, recording on PC for me right now is just absolutely just butts. It is just not good. But so like, if it's available on PlayStation, you know, I'll play it. I don't even care if it's an old game, new game, like, hell, I'll even go back to the classic era, like Genesis, N64, you know, I'll hit up any console. Like, I really will. Unless it's like a newer console or something, because I'll have the money by the time this episode goes out to, like, be able to buy it, but I'm not going to because, you know, I have to survive. A new console's like the last thing I want. I do want to get one though. I want to get one of the Final Fantasy 16 PS5s. Which, okay, so I'm gonna go on a rant about this for the next like 5 minutes. See, here's the thing. What is up with PlayStation's bundles, right? Like, you remember how on the PS4, when they had, like, the God of War one, and they had the Spider-Man one, and there was the, I'm talking about for, like, the PS4 Pros, right? And then you had, like, the Uncharted one, like, the Uncharted 4 one. It's like, they got custom PS5s for that. But yet, so my PlayStation is the Slim, my PS4. And here's the thing. I have the Spider-Man bundle. But mine is just a plain black console, even though it was a Spider-Man bundle. So what I'm trying to get at is I don't understand why PlayStation gives out bundles where they don't like change the console in any way. Like the Modern Warfare one's the same thing. It's like they could, for the PS5, they could have, and the PS4 I think, but like they could have made like a custom console for that, like a custom plate. But they just didn't. Like, I don't understand that. It's like, honestly, I don't like giving Nintendo credit because they're such a garbage company, but like, at least they put effort into their bundles. Like, they actually make the controllers and the like whole setup. At least they make it look cool. Like, they don't leave a single part out when it comes to, like, you know, customization, unless it's like the wires and shit, because who the hell cares if those are customized? But it's like, but yet for PlayStation, it'll be like, oh yeah, here's your Final Fantasy 16 PlayStation 5, and it's just a normal white PS5. The only difference is it comes with Final Fantasy 16, and the box has a cool picture on it. It's like, that's fucking lame. I mean, and that's the version I'm gonna buy, but it's like, that's fucking lame. Like, I want a custom PS5, and it's like, and I don't want to go out and buy faceplates, like custom faceplates, and just swap out. I really don't want to, because I just don't want the extra faceplate sitting around. Like, I don't know. I wanted to customize the PS3 and the PS4 too, but it's the same situation of I just don't want extra shit lying around, so I just don't want to, even though it would be cool. Second, when it comes to like customization on consoles, I'll see a lot of things I really like and just will not be able to pinpoint which one I want the most, so I just don't get any of them. So I'm that way with customization when it comes to like consoles and stuff. So it's like, that's why for the longest time, I've had my phone for like, I think like 2 years, or a year or two, and it's like, literally 90% of the time I've owned it, it's literally been like the default background that came when I bought it. Just because it's like, I just cannot. I'll see a bunch of shit that I want as a wallpaper for both home screen and lock screen, and then just can't decide which ones I want, so I just don't use any. But yeah, so it's like, I just don't understand why the consoles can't be bundled, like with a custom, like, PlayStation. Like, it's not that hard, because you can just literally make the same faceplate. Like, plastic-wise, you're not wasting anything. And then you could just, like, paint it and then put, like, a layer of, like, fucking epoxy or something over it to, like, seal it in or something. Like, I don't know. Like, they wouldn't really have to make a custom mold, I don't think. They would just have to use, like, a new color combination for plastic. Hell, they could make fucking tie-dye faceplates if they really wanted to by putting a bunch of random, like, melted plastics into the mold for the PS5 plate. You know, kind of stir them around and give them a cool look to it, and then pressing it. Like, I just don't... Yeah, I just don't get why consoles aren't more customizable, like, from the developers or the creators themselves. I just don't understand that. And then you got, like, the PS5 controllers, right? Like, we have all these color types. and then we have like the camo one, right? The most customized PS4 controller you can buy is the camo one, which is like cool and all, but here's the issue, right? You go over to Xbox, like literally, like if you're at Walmart, you go like one section over to the Xbox stuff, and you see their controllers where they're like red and black and they got like cool swirls and shit on it, or it's like got like 15 different colors on it. It's like, or they're like Technicolor or some shit. It's like, how the hell can Xbox get cool controllers like that, but we can't? If we get if we get a new controller, it's just a solid color. Like, how come we can't get no like cool kick-ass designs with like LEDs or some shit on it? Like this, I am currently using an Afterglow PS3 controller, on my PlayStation right now. It's like, I want that, like a PS4 like Afterglow controller, or a PS5 Afterglow controller, because I just like their controllers. Because they always make them, like with the PS3 one, they made it built more like an Xbox controller, so it's like real thick for your hands, so it's more comfortable than the actual PS3 controllers, because those things are fucking small and my hands are huge. But like I want, I want Afterglow to just make a PS4 and PS5 controller. That's literally all I want. They even made one for the Switch. The Switch has one. I think the Xbox has one, like the newest one. So it's like, why the hell can't PS4 and PS5 get a damn Afterglow controller? I don't understand. Like, I just don't. It's so stupid. Like, that's all I want, though. I just want a cool controller. Because, like, this one, it's not even that custom. It's... the Afterglow ones aren't. It's literally like clear faceplates and LEDs inside. That's it. It's like super bare bones as customizing, but I really enjoy it. Like, I don't know, especially at like nighttime. I just really enjoy their controllers. I enjoy their products. Like that one headset, I really wanted to buy the Afterglow wireless prismatic headset for like PS3. Because I really like the look of it, especially that one where it had the extra plastic band on top that had LEDs running through it, and they had the cool little side panels. Dude, see, I want Afterglow to remake that headset for like newer consoles, because that headset kicked ass. And I'm not talking about the single headset or the Actually, hold on. While this fight's going on, I'm gonna look this controller up and just like cut over to a picture of it, because I feel like it'd be easier to do that than anything else. So I'm looking for the Afterglow wireless but yeah, I remember that headset being like $40 or some shit when I first seen it at okay, well, that one says it goes for PS4, which is bullshit, but all right. Also, I found a headset on eBay now that I was looking this up, and this is actually whack. Like, it's $109, and it looks like some kind of fucking... I'll have to bring up this picture, too. It looks like some Gundam. Like, it looks like a Gundam headset. That's whack as fuck. Cyberpunk? That's weird. Okay, I'll open that in a new tab. But I'm gonna pull up this picture of this headset. There was two different versions. There was the one I'm about to show you, and then there was one with the... Okay, here, I found a... open image in a new tab. Open image in a new tab. Oh, those are not... Jesus, that's bright. Okay, we'll just do this, because of course the picture is going to show it better. Okay, so I am going to real quickly pause the episode, and cut over the PC real fast so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The picture's blurry. Oh, there it goes. This is the headset that I wanted to buy. The Afterglow wireless prismatic headset, because I thought that little side panel was cool as shit. Like, I didn't care about the microphone part. Literally, if I could get a headset... If I could get this headset, but without a microphone, just, like, have it be, like, flat-rounded at the end, I would really enjoy that. But, like, have it be built differently, because these, like, fake leather coverings and shit are just bad. They're just not comfortable after a while. especially when your sweat gets in them and then they just suck. This was the other version of it that I would also have liked, which it had this like plastic band with LEDs in it, so it had more glowing. It glue more. Also this isn't the same controller that I'm using, but it's kind of the same. It's like this, like these ones here, where they're like blue and like glowing and stuff. It's cool. Afterglow makes cool shit. I really do enjoy their stuff. Like I really do. Like, I just don't understand why they can't make like a PS4 shit. Because their PS4 stuff is garbage from what I've last seen, unless they've made new products. But the last time I seen a PS3 or a PS4 item of theirs, they made like one of those one-eared headphones, and those are the dumbest fucking thing ever made. I hate that those are even a thing. Also, so here's this one. This is that cyberpunk ass one. Like, look at this shit. This looks like looks like a Gundam. Like, also, I bet you this headset's heavy as hell. That's so... What the fuck even, bro? Is that like the stand? What the hell is that? Oh, it's like extra top parts. That is the... Hold on. That is one of the most uncomfortable looking headsets I've ever seen. Just adds it to cart, just fucking buys it. That'd be so goofy. That'd be hilarious. Anyway, back to what we were doing though. But yeah, so it's like, why can't Afterglow just make more stuff like that again? Like, I do enjoy their products a lot. If I swear to God though, if Afterglow ever goes under, I will personally make a new company. I will give it... I might buy the name of Afterglow if I can, and I will just start manufacturing Afterglow controllers again. Like, if they ever go under, I will buy their company out from under them, and I will make more stuff. I don't even care if I lose money in the process. I just want their products out in the world. That's what I want. But anyway, I mean, we've accomplished a bit. We went up. Oh wow, everybody went up like one level except for me and Joe. But like, this is what I hate about grinding. It takes so fucking long. But I guess with that, I'm just gonna end this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later.